Hey guys, I'm here with this 1991 Pierce Lance Firetruck. This is a pumper truck. This thing runs and drives perfect. It's beautiful in person. The place that I got it from had a motocross track and they were using it to keep the track in the parking lot wet. So they were using the pumper on it. It's got a Detroit 6V92 diesel engine with an Allison automatic transmission. It's got 51,000 miles on it. The lights and sirens and all that stuff work. It's got Goodyear tires all the way around with decent rubber on them. Air brakes. The thing is a ton of fun to drive around. It's got an air seat right here. You can raise and lower it with this. It's got 51,105 miles on it. That will go up a little bit because we do still drive it around a bit. It's got 3,300 hours on the engine. All right, this is the pump controls behind the cab here. It's got its own light. You can see there's the Honda generator. The generator does turn over if you pull it. It's got a starter on the dashboard and it has a pull start. I pulled on the pull starter and the motor is free, so it would probably run with fresh fuel. It's just it's been sitting. It's a Honda, so I mean you can't really kill them. There's a reel up there, and there's a control that runs the reel on the side. It's got floodlights all around. Those are the oxygen tank holders that go between the seats. It's got air horns, mechanical siren. The thing runs and drives great. It's a ton of fun to drive around. We've been driving it nonstop. Just looking for excuses to drive. We've taken it to get groceries and things like that. And it actually isn't too bad on fuel. I don't know exactly what it gets from mileage, but it's much better than I expected it to be. I drove it pretty far the other day and only used about a quarter of a tank. All right, so turn it on so you can hear it start. You can see it starts right up. I'll show you the lights. siren right there. It's very loud. I'll show you that. So there's a switch right here on the floor, and then there's a brake here for the siren to slow it down if you want. So you hit the button. When you hold that in, it'll stop it faster because it'll spin for a long time. Alright, here she is with the cab tilted forward. There's a air fitting right here, and you plug air into it, or you can manually do it right there. And then the cab just tilts forward by itself. Here's the engine, Detroit 6V92, 2-stroke. And this panel up here, this is where you check the oil and the transmission fluid. These are like quarter turn screws, and that panel comes off, and you can get to it when the cab is shut. This is on the inside and the back. You can get to it when the cab's open too. Truck has an onboard battery tender right there, and you can see it's on right now. And there's a receptacle inside the driver door, and there's a little gap right here, and you can run an extension cord. So the batteries are always topped off. You can see it plugs in right there. This panel here controls all the lights. This is the master, so you can leave them all on. So when you turn it on, it all will come on at once, or you can individually select which ones you want. This is just a floodlight for the passenger side. It has an air horn, a regular air horn, like with a string. You can see it's got great air pressure, and it's up to temperature. It's got good oil pressure. The thing's just super clean. It's got sliders between the back and the front here. I just washed the windows, so that's why they're wet. The cab tilts forward, and the front part of the cab tilts this way, and then you can get to the engine. And then this panel here is how you check your fluids, your transmission fluid, your oil, things like that. The dipsticks are under that. Alright, so here's the instrument panel at night. You can see all the gauges light up, all the switches, so you can see everything, even the shifter. And then when you open the door, the overhead light comes on. All the cabinets on the driver's side are all wood lined, removable wood flooring, so you can clean it if you have to. They come out. There's lights in each one of these cabinets.